saddle up or something. It's crypto o'clock, yeah. Wandering these pixel prairies, hunting Bitcoin ghosts. Double dips and bull traps, who even knows? Who knows? Stumbled on Road Dawg's den, charts glowing dim, nightly at 10:30, where the weirdos swim. Harmonics whisper secrets, risk games so quaint. Meme coins leaping fences in this digital paint. Bitcoin and Jesus croons from the speakers low. Altcoins whimpering softly, putting on a show. So poke that like if you're bored, join the dog parade. Super chat your nonsense, make the chat cascade. Member up for the shimmer, alpha drip so slow. Subscriber don't, whatever, let the boredom go. Oh, rounding up the oddballs in this crypto charade. Road Dawg Crypto, yeah, where plans get unmade. Plans unmade. Tunes like Buy Me a Vet, dripping honey, sweet road and kudo, twirling on Solana Street. Chart school doodle signs, giggles in the grind, rants on governments, fading chats on weed, unwind, mystical mumbo jumbo flare that's half asleep. Degens and misfits clustering, secrets they don't keep.
Off-kilter guitars stack.
Our boy hover on the edge, super chat your plea. Member keys to nowhere, join the apathy. Like spark a tiny flame, crowd swell so mild in this dog days round. I feel vaguely beguiled. Ooh, poke that like if you're bored, join the dog parade. Super chat your nonsense, make the chat cascade. Member up for the shimmer, alpha drip so slow. Subscriber don't, whatever, let the boredom go. Hope that like if you're bored, join the dog parade. Still bored, super chat your nonsense, make the chat cascade. Member up for the shimmer, alpha drip. Dum 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 dum. Yeah, Road Dawg or something. Woke up to a green candle, thought it was Christmas morn. Check my phone at the bus stop, portfolio reborn. Mom said put it in premium bond. I said Mom, you're adorable. Now I'm refreshing charts in the loo, feeling deplorable. Yeah, brilliant. They said just hold still, darling, the moon is on its way. But the moon's got a mortgage and it's late on the pay. 'Cause the bull run is a fairy tale. Once upon a time then they rang the closing bell. Big hands in the castle, small hands in the well. The bull run is a fairy tale. Go to hell.
Tambourine hit plus faint, oi?
September used to sparkle, October wore the crown, November brought the gravy, December wrote it down. Now every month's a guillotine, the charts are painted red, the wheels are doing pilot's ace while we're financially dead. They said buy the dip, my love, it's only paper cuts, but the dip's a bloody canyon and we're running out of guts.
Classic.
The bull run is a fairy tale. Glass slippers, just a margin call, size 12 triple L. They're gobbling up the Satoshis we dropped when we fell. The bull run is a fairy tambourine hit play faint, oi. Once upon a block, there lived a little lamb. Then the wolf bought the abattoir and rebranded it to Fi. Terms and conditions apply. 8 bars, wonky synth, the treasure is like a slot machine, panic attack. Beep boop, sold. Retails on the group chat, typing when Lambo in caps. Darling, it's pronounced Lamborghini. Captain's going down with the ship, still saluting the collapse.
And the only prescription is more cowbell.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
The market's a jitter, shaking my spare change. Crypto's gone wobbly, feeling so strange. I'm mumbling through doubt, voice all in a knot, begging for a high, giving it all I've got.
Well, got a microphone that's often good to turn on. You can see this cowbell thing again. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, frogs and squirrels, welcome to Late Night Crypto with Road Dawg. Except it's not late night, it's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on the eastern area of the United States. Feel like I've already said this once before, maybe with the microphone off. How's it going, everybody? Glad to have you here. Tonight's title for the thumbnail, it's not clickbait. There's some warning signs that we need to talk about, even though right now on a Saturday night, this Saturday, right? Gosh darn it, I lose track of my days here. Tomorrow's the Lord's Day. Tomorrow is Sunday. Tomorrow, the weekend. It's where they like to play games with us and get us all excited, to get us all going in one direction and take us in a totally different direction during the week. So it seems that direction lately has been to the downside. That way, this way. Oh, no, this way. How we doing? 8 people hanging out with me. Let's shout out to everybody that's here tonight. We've got Strega right here. Strega, you get the clap tonight. Hey, man. Penicillin resistant. Just saying. If you're not wearing a rubber condom when you're watching the show, well, it's your risk. I'm just saying. Yeah. We aim for things to kind of stick on you when you come here. Hopefully you'll take something away that will make your life a little bit better when you watch the show. Maybe something will click that didn't click before. That's the kind of the goal. Maybe we just hang around and have a good time and just help some other people pick up on some things that they didn't pick up before. How's it going, Strega? You got a lot of emotions going on right here. I can sympathize with that. I've had a lot of emotions lately, too. Brackish Adventures. How's it going, Brackish? Good to see you, my man. Oh, Brackish was first tonight. Shout out to you, Brackish, for being first. I don't know how. He's got a hack for the system. I don't know how he does it, but... That's how it works here on YouTube. You just keep saying whatever it is, and everybody believes it to be true. So we have no... Brackish. There we go, my man. He knows how to work the game. Silverday says, I have a fever and the only cure is a little cowbell. We got a little cowbell here. Then we got a lot of cowbell. Sometimes we break that out when the party's really going on. Crypto Squid says, love you all. We got a love fest going on. Hey, love you too, Crypto Squid. Thanks for being here, my man. Thank you all for being here. We got 10 people and growing, and I'm on a very competitive time space here. But I think I got some important things to look at that I can give you a little bit more than wait for a flag to the upside. We'll look at some things that are really going on here with Bitcoin, and for altcoins are looking kind of frisky. Can you trust it? I don't know if you can trust it, but you can dang sure take advantage of it. That's for sure. Seems like we are in accumulation, says Brackish, for many coins at the bear market lows. It does, doesn't it? Time to fill spot bags. You know, I mean, by the charts, you might have a play here. But gosh darn it, man. honestly, I got to think back to when the bear market first commenced 4 years ago. And that first year we was riding it down and everything. And the same thing was going on. Like, you know, this is the place to accumulate. And it was a good place at those bottoms to accumulate and build bags and altcoins. However, the smartest choice at that time was to focus on Bitcoin, because as we had seen through the last 4 years, the altcoins went up, and 2023, 2024, especially 2024 was their year. And if you didn't take advantage of it, you know, we seen them just come. We seen them round. In other words, they round trip a lot. So there might be a play here. I don't know if it's like the mega play for the next bull cycle or anything. I don't know, man. All my ass whoopings in this market keep telling me just to focus more on Bitcoin than altcoins. That's what every ass whooping has told me for this cycle. Even the last cycles when I didn't want to listen to it, because altcoins were doing a little something there, and the whole narrative was altcoins, they'll make you make more Bitcoin, and that worked great in 2017 and before. Didn't work as good last cycle. A lot of people look back at last cycle and they're talking, man, alts were awesome. No, they weren't awesome last cycle. They were very disappointing last cycle. If you go back over my videos over the past 4 years, we're thinking, yeah, it's all right, but it wasn't like 2017. That was altcoins. Yeah, that was altcoins season right there. The last cycle was, I mean, we got a couple of little rallies there, but no, they petered out early and then too. Take Bitcoin Cash, for instance, man. It went up $16,000 right around 2020, 2021, right there. Boom. That was, well, 2020, I believe. It was one of the first ones to run of the altcoins. Went up to about $1,600, and then that was it. And that's what we see out of these altcoins. They'll go up to a certain place, and then that's it. It's not like they're going to hang out and then keep going higher. Not most of them. A lot of them just go up. The majority of them do that, right? And then you got the ones that fall under, that fall apart, and Mantra DAO being one of them. OM coin, remember it? It went from nothing up to around $9. Crazy. It was hanging out. Strong ass coin. And what is it now? About 10 cents if we're lucky. That was horrible. Any swing trades popping up? Well, that's what we're going to look at for. Now, I do think we got an opportunity for altcoins, so I'm not trying to badmouth them, but just keep in mind that the people that really come out with altcoins have been trading them short swings, things like that. So we might want to keep that in mind. And you run across some that may have a nice narrative, but you got to remember, I mean, I guess what I'm trying to say is, it's too early to be trying to pick the winners for the next big run up, unless 2026 is just a continuation, which, yeah, gosh darn it, man. Is it? Or is it the bear market? Because all the next 4 years, I mean, they're over. I mean, let's think about it. If Bitcoin is or is not on the 4-year cycle or whatever, we're still going to have a halving. It's still going to make a deficit in the amount of Bitcoin that is up for grabs, meaning that price is going to go up, be affected by those halvings. It just always will. I just can't see a way to get around it. I mean, it will diminish because there's less, but still, the desire is going to be there. What I'm trying to say is altcoins will come and go, and narratives will change. And there's always going to be that new shiny one that's got a new promise, and that seems to be where the attention goes. Altcoins flourish where the attention is at the moment. That's what it seems like. Hit the like, says Strega. I just went on a rant on altcoins, didn't I? Muted. Hopefully we got that fixed. Well, I'm way behind here, aren't I? Just Buy Silver says up Epstein's Coast. You know, that's the thing. I can't do it. I've already sold my silver. Other than the bullcrap physical silver that I might have, I don't even know where it's at right now. Locked away somewhere. Not much. But a hell of a lot more than what I paid for it when I bought it. I gotta say that. That's cool. Michael Jordan, what? I got some Jordans on. Well, what am I going to do with my Air Force Ones? Night was on fire, says Crypto Script. So silver is, I mean, yeah, and silver may continue up. It might, but gosh darn it. By what I see on the charts, she need to chill out, and I would have to see that chill out before I think to get in. But if that chill out, will that be a sign of it's over? I'm not comfortable with silver's prices as far as getting in now, and I've been saying that ever since 50. But yeah, buy high, sell higher. That would have worked and maybe the play, but it goes against one of the rules that has always usually been the one that hands my ass back to me when I apply it into crypto and other things. And that's like buying that top, baby. Woo! Buying when you want it, when you feel like you need to, when you feel like you wants to. It's buying when you don't feel like you wants to, or technically you don't feel like buying it. Oh wow. Yeah, I don't want to buy it, so therefore I would be buying when I didn't want. See, this is how you can mind yourself. I'm just saying, it's too high for me. It would have to be a short-term play, I would think. All right, so Bitcoin, I'm on the tiny time frames here, and she's looking okay from where we came from, 86. We went sideways forever, and now we're getting a little action here on Saturday. Do pay attention that our volume down here is not very spiffy. It's kind of leaning to the downside. If you can't see it, you can't see it. Let's come and take a look at it. Let's clear this off here. All right, and the is it behind the alien? Well, did you just? Yeah, you did. There we go. All right, this area right here, you can see the volume. Yeah, she's lacking a little bit, and you can't see because they got this dang thing up here. Stop it! I don't want any more events. It says latest updates 1 hour ago. Use BTC. Bitcoin hovering in a descending range, but alts are quietly gaining momentum, and they are. I saw that on the charts myself. Key facts: Bitcoin reaches $125,800. What? ETF inflows surpass $50 billion. DAC 8 rules affect crypto in the EU. And Bitcoin never hits $100,000 in real terms. SEC's Crypto Dream Team Holders Digest. I don't know. I guess this is what they're talking about. I'm not trying to read you, darling. I'm just trying to get you out of the way, to be honest. So falling volume, kind of rising price on the weekend. That means, and my interpretation is, it's not authentic. It's the market makers, baby. The low volume is the market makers. They like to ease up on their sales and like push up on their buys underneath, of course, your buys and everything up, make you think, oh man, there's a lot of people right under me trying to buy. I need to put my order up above it so I can get filled. Little games like that is kind of how that they work on that. Fooling the bots and this and that. You know, it's just fun and games on the market makers weekend. So we got a trend line here that we can connect from these bottomish areas up to this wiki here and these wikis here, whatever. We're getting a little something there. I always like to look for a channel idea, and just that idea alone says 88.5 could be, you know, that could be expected. Looking over to the left of that area, see how this kind of works? It's just kind of, I'm just saying, just simple ideas. Right here, and look over to the left, and you see that's a support resistance area zone right there. Well, hell, I bet if we put a Fibonacci, we'd probably get a nice little fib hit right there. I would say, judging from this top, you're probably about 786. Is it? Below 618-ish. 618-ish. She's looking a little low. So let's go ahead and let's mark this little guy right here. So, 3 little ways right there to pick out a possible target area. Did you get, is that cool? All these ways overlap. I'm just trying to say there's a lot of systems here in crypto, a lot of ways to do TA, and they overlap. And if there's one thing that you can get from watching me, I hope, is that you can see how some of these connect and overlap, and you can make this as simple or as complicated as you want to. But just trying to get some simple, good rules that work for, and ones that you can actually go by. That is one of the best places to start. And the main thing that I would suggest you work on, to focus on, is your risk management. That is the only thing in this game that you can control. Your risk management. You go through on your journey here. I mean, it's a wild journey in TA, right? But it's fun. and rewarding. But it's first about, man, if I could just know where price is going to go, I could trade it. Yeah. Sounds legit, right? Sounds perfect. Yeah, of course. Well, if I knew Bitcoin's going up to 89,000, shoot, I'd long that sucker right now. Okay. It sounds good, but you don't know if he's going to do it. We can figure out if it falls into the parameters to do it. It's got a probability to hit there. Been there before, might go there again. We can make a suggestion. You know, it's not about knowing where price is going to go. Even if you knew and it did do that, your emotions during the execution of that trade make you lose it. You're gonna lose money on it. And if it's not even, and together with your emotions, the psychology of it. Your risk management. You know it's going to 89, do you? Oh, you went ballsy on that. Oh, you went what? How much leverage? That's a lot. That's more than you usually use in leverage. That position's kind of bigger. Oh, you're ballsy, right? You mess up any of those little stools to the leg of trading. I compare it to a stool. The middle leg. Look how big that middle leg is. Whoa. Yep. We're known for having them big old middle legs over here. So therefore, this one's going to be the most important one. Okay, so you got the TA, and the TA leads to the TA, and you got the psychology, and then we got to draw a stool up here. And then the most important leg of this three-legged stool, the one that actually holds it up and keeps you from falling over and losing your ass, which sits on the stool. Look at that ass. And is your risk management, your RM, your risk management. That's the one. This is the one to take care of right here. The one in the middle. But it's usually the very last one that you really start paying attention to, because you're having to deal with the TA to control your psychology, to get all that worked out. And then by the time you start getting your psychology under, you realize, oh man, risk management's really where it's at, isn't it? Just some observations. I'm on a rant apparently, and haven't gotten to my first charts here. Not going to got much going on in the chat here. Did I lose anybody? Are we still here? We still got Joe. Joe's a fellow YouTuber now. I think he's going on in about he usually goes about 9 p.m. So he'll be on tonight, I'm sure. I don't see his thing up yet, but he's a fellow YouTuber going on about 9. I kind of bucked the system, decided I'd go on early tonight because I don't know what I'm going to be doing at 10:30. Man, I was passed out last night. I was just like, I don't know. I fell asleep at 6 p.m. like an old fart. Aren't you getting older? Shut up, Sean. Sean's a mouth breather. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, now we got one extra person. We got 13 people. Now we can have a party. Woohoo! All right, so what is going on with Bitcoin? What's the dangerous signs that we got to take a look at? Well, let's zoom out. Let's review a few things here. I want to remind you, now a few days ago when I was on stream, I pointed out some green little signs here, right? And there were some little things that look promising, right? Well, we got some contradictions we got to talk about. But we did also, we always start with this one. The monthly is telling us, baby, this game getting ugly. This Bitcoin, this game getting ugly down. And it's the monthly. And we did this back in February of 2022. I'm just going to give you the last example here with this big ugly red line and give you a little visual here so we can see what happened. Okay. This is what it looks like for us. It's the second candle of dumpiness that showed up red that we marked on that indicator, meaning the move has already started because she's a lagging indicator. And this was it last time. The conditions that we were doing over here during this period of time on the weekly, losing the 9, bouncing off the 21 in this range here. Oh, on the monthly, I'm sorry. Very similar to what we're doing right now. As crazy as it is. The only difference is that, given a little time here, a couple of more months here, something broke in crypto and there was sales offs. And pointing fingers, blaming, whatever, whatever needs to happen to make it happen, we get the drop, right? And then we go through all the fun, scary part over here, and I don't know. I hope that is it going to happen again with Bitcoin? Let's see. Is it going to happen again with altcoins? Well, I would be more worried about my altcoins than my Bitcoin, to be honest with you. I really would. All right, so we got that on the weekly, but the telling tale signs, you need to come over here to our nice indicator here. Well, that's a monthly. Our weekly, now the weekly gave us a green dot a couple weeks ago. It has confirmed, but the thing that we're seeing is the decline in money flow, and we're not seeing an uptick in it. We're seeing an uptick on some of the other indicators on this, momentum waves a little bit. This yellow thing called VWAP supposedly is. Stochastics are, tilting up a little bit. That's looking okay, but gosh darn it, ain't you taking your own sweet time there. The MACD on the weekly, and we'll get a better feel for how this plays out tomorrow with the weekly close. We're getting a little traction here, a little line. We're gonna find some supports. What it's looking like. We're trying to round out a little bit. Okay, good start. We quit falling. We're not falling down the well anymore, right? We found a foothold. Oh man, can we hold on there? Can we climb back up? We're gonna lose our footing and slip back down. That's kind of what it feels like. Again. Let's go over now. Let's go to the 3-day. Now, this is where I'm going to get you back to the charts here, okay? To the actual trend lines and things. This is the one that we got the old green dot on. Did you change? Okay, I'm just watching. I thought we might have already, maybe confusing you with another one. Got our red dot on there. Are you playing with us? MACD, what are you looking like? It's trying. 3 days says we're trying. We tried over here a little bit. Woohoo! And then we lost it. So, I mean, it's a thing. It may not be the thing the thing you're looking for, right? It might just be come up a little bit and come down a little bit. The warning sign that I got, and this is where I'm starting to get into the meat of it. So 12 people hanging out. Lost somebody. Sorry they don't get to see this. Trend line right down here from the 3-day up to the wick to these areas right here. And that's where we're getting away from it. We came back and retested it. It goes to this body right over here, right? And from that trajectory, and we got cut through a wick here. Now I could include that, and I might. But right now, as it stands, we just opened a candle underneath that initial trajectory right there. See, if I move this down to this one, I feel like I'm cheating the system because this is starting to lose momentum. We're rolling over. You got the 9 moving average cross bearishly over the 200 on the 3-day. That's a little concerning right there. Okay. That's not something we bounce around from too much, but what we would look for is if we bounce up to be testing these guys 89,000, maybe back up to the 200, 89.3 or 4. But that bearish cross is like, well, that's got us in a little bit of a chokehold. I don't know. We're kind of, we're not in the correct jujitsu position that we want to be in right now. Okay. Or I guess if you're on a wrestler, I guess jiu-jitsu is kind of like being on their back a little bit. If you're a wrestler, you're on your back and you're kind of at a weak position here. And you're like, oh my gosh. Have I got trend lines here? We'll redraw them. That'll make as much sense over here. So I did do a little dotted line on the daily chart. I think it was on the daily to kind of track some of the little wiggle room we got. But I think this is concerning. This is the first candle close that we've had under this, and it's on the 3-day. That's not great. That's not great. Let's come down to our daily. And our daily, where we were a few days ago above the 9 moving average, trying to stay above the 9 moving average. We lost it yesterday. We lost it today. Tis no bueno. However, I see we're getting totally wishy-washy over here on market side, aren't we? Look at that. Now you gave us a green dot. It confirmed a red dot from yesterday, 25th. We got green dot. It's a real Christmas. We got the Christmas tree lights out here. This is definitely Christmas tree activity right here. Red dot, green dot, red dot. A lot of shakiness. There's going to be lots of shakiness here. So it's looking like she's trying to slowly climb back up. But there's a lot of stuff. A lot of hurdles for it to get over. Look at that big wick from 86.6 all the way up to 89.5. On Christmas morn. I'm not seeing a lot of signs of confidence here. So I got this dotted trend line from this candle body to that one, and I'm just kind of looking at the ranges and everything. Now I would love for January to turn out to be bitchin' awesome, I would have also liked to have seen a realistic pump come in on the 26th. We talked about that with the GAN square of 9 thing that I was kind of diving into. I've not seen that. I haven't seen the square of 9 thing play out exactly. I mean, there's a little wiggle room to it, but I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to go back and review those ideas. That was the one that was telling me about a possibility around January 13th through 16th, as that we could be back down around these areas before we pump up. If I don't get the signs I need in betwixt then, and I can't really rely on that forecast that might be true also. I'm a newbie to this GAN stuff, so I ain't your GAN specialist. But there are some things that we have been looking at that are looking at this being a bottom, and it could still be. We're crossing our fingers to do this. We're just trying to be realistic on what some of these charts are telling us, that yeah, there's still some stuff going on right here in this last week of December, when a lot of people will be taking some profits, selling for taxes and tax credits. That's what goes on this week. Not really but only a few more days of it, right? We got into the 31st, so it's the 27th now. So that's kind of the scenario that we're looking in, but there are signs that she's got to fight. And I know the short-term time frames are looking good, but I got to remind you also, it's freaking Saturday too, with low volume. And if you play this game before on Saturdays, you see that at some point they like to just come in and play us during the wiki weeks, like Tuesdays and Wednesdays. They love to rub it in your face. So, oh, you thought we was going along, did you? Yeah, well, look what we're going to do to you. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got some caution for Bitcoin, but look at this though. Let's get over to our altcoins over here. This is total 3. This was the little breakout we were looking at. Lackluster breakout. This was the main breakout, and what was this crap? Now we're starting to get a little something, and now what people will probably be seeing is a support area here. A nice little double bottom formation, often called an Adam and Eve. I'm a little suspect because Eve she's not too low. She's a riding high kind of Eve, and I don't know if can we trust you? As long as we're above support, we got a chance. So we got that going for us. But we might be seeing some action out of altcoins, or we might just be seeing the illusion of something happening, and we do more of the same. Right now, she looks. You sound bearish, and jaded. No, I'm just going by what has happened. She looked great coming up. We're break out of the trend line. Yeah. Oh man, what's going on? They're dying. But we broke out. Yeah. And then, oh man, they're dying. And so we just keep. Which way does it go? This way. We need some action out of you. So I like to pull out my fibs. Pull out the old fibs. What you doing, darling? You're above our little line here. That's good. First target area. Let's see if we can get some action over here. See if what happens as we move up toward 860 billion for altcoins. If you're going to do something, that's what you need to do. That's all I'm saying. Altcoins. Meanwhile, Bitcoin dominance getting a little bit of a boost down after it made a higher high. So what does that mean? Usually look for a higher low. I mean, that might come down here for the next day or so, Sunday through Monday, and see some altcoins go up, but then they could easily turn around come Monday. And Bitcoin could take off again, and altcoins sell out again, and a lot of things can happen here, right? So we got that to keep in mind here. But, those Wall Street types over here with these tech stocks and whatever, man, they've been doing good. Now, that's not open yet. They'll open up probably tomorrow night and Monday. But they're at all-time highs, and crypto is not. Coming over to our crypto bubbles. Let's go over here for the week. These are the coins that are up for the week. Up a little bit, 1 to 2%. Can't bitch about it. I mean, you can, but then you're just being a bitch. Having something to bitch about, you got to be grateful for every little thing you get. On the daily, we got 1 to 2% across the board. So doing okay. Dash made a nice little comeback here. Zcash making a nice little comeback. So some of the ones that we've been following, some ones with the better market tokenomics, I guess you would say, that can move quicker, are starting to move quicker. That's why they would be ideal to play. Just my take on it, not yours. Yeah. I think tokenomics play a lot in price movement right now, or can. It takes less to move them, right? I mean, look at Dot though. Man, you're amazing, Dot. You have just been the top performer like ever. From 770 back in, oh my gosh, when was this? Oh, you were at 2025? Really? I seem to have misplaced that information. You actually made it up to almost $8? Well, bless your little heart. Polkadot, why are you at 172 right now? On the hour, we got a little bit of a mixed bag. Night seems to be doing something. What have you done, Night? It was 11 cents. It was 7 cents. Now it's almost 9 cents. Is there a play here? We'll put it on our list here. Take a look at Night. I got some coins to go over. If you guys want me to go over some coins, you'd like me to take a look at them, you may put them in the chat. Let me put my little marker over here. Try to get back into program here. Request. I think that showed up. Submit your coin request for live analysis. Priority goes to members and super chats. Ave says it's the aliens' fault. It's usually Sean's fault. Hey, Sean, shut up. Members get exclusive perks, receive coin requests, and access to exclusive trading and educational videos. That is true. If you become a member of the channel, the little $3 option there, you do have access to some video training videos and things like that. Go over my style and everything. And I will be doing some more stuff over there, hopefully in January, there and in the trading community as well. What up, trading? You haven't learned the J-Folic two-fold mixing indicator trading strategy. You are correct, sir. I have not. Avi Dennis says it keeps moving my lines. All right, so itty bitty Bitcoin hanging around at $800, making a higher high. That's cool. You needed to after you came down here. It didn't make a lower high from our main scare at 86. That was the day before Christmas there, but it did make a lower high from here. She's doing some erratic price action here, in my personal opinion. Now, let's go and let's zoom back out. Now, the bullish scenario that I am looking for, and there is still a bullish scenario. It involves a harmonic pattern that we had here, and we're coming down. We came down to the confirmation line, 80,000. At the time when it fit with GAN, and that's why I've been playing this GAN thought. So we do have an idea that we can be bouncing from here. This is a bullish pattern and the trend line. The main thing is I don't want to see us losing this trend line. We've already lost the 50 moving average on the weekly, and that's traditionally been bear markets here, bitch. Get ready for it. And what we normally see is to come back up and retest that, and then we get the full brunt of the bear market coming in over the following months. And so the scenario that I think everybody's looking for, I mean, even the hopeful ones, you know, trying to do that. And at that point, you know, you're going to have two classes of, well, I guess you'll have three classes of people. I don't know how many classes of people, but there will be a lot of people that'll be looking to get the hell out, take their money and run. And I'm done. I'm selling here. And if it does take off, I'll just jump back in. They're going to be a little bit smart about it. Now you get a lot of people doing that, and then it kind of ruins our chances for getting way up here above 100,000 as people be selling off sooner. So we got to watch that. I mean, and there might be a whole hell of a lot of sell pressure up here. We're in the 100,000 on up to about 96,000. That might be a hard area to get through if we're actually going to get through it to have something bullish happen in 2026. Now, the other group of people are saying, hey, I'm bullish anyway. I'm riding ride or die Bitcoin. I'll throw all my altcoins in there too. It's when the bull market's on. You just don't see it, dumbass. And, you know, like, yeehaw, we're riding that Bronco up there. And, okay, Martha, right. Well, then, hey, man, good for you, dude. Riding it high, and we make it past there. And then you got the other people. It's like they've already sold, man. They're out. They're like, ha ha, you guys are suckers. Ah, you think this is going? Well, the people that have sold and that are planning to sell, at least they got a backup plan, right? Because if we do start showing signs of 2026, Bitcoin wants to do something grand and start working for 133 or 139, well, they can just chime back in. The only ones at risk at really getting their asses handed to them are the ones that are being a little bit too bullish right now. So, are we bullish or bearish? Well, I gotta say that for me, it's ticked off my bear market boxes so far. The only ones it's not ticked off is losing this trend line on the weekly. Now, if we do a candle close below this thing that looks like what we got here on the 3-day, then that pretty much seals it for me right there. That is the last nail in the coffin for me here on the weekly. So we can define when Road Dawg goes bearish, we would be losing both, I believe, that's a trend line. We'll be losing the trend line, and then definitely, I guess the final nail in the coffin right before they start, reloading into the hearse would be losing that 100 moving average here on the weekly. Those would be the bad signs. But can there be a comeback? I mean, yeah, there can be, man, but it need to be happening. It need to be happening soon, I would say. Even though I got this bullish pattern here that I'm playing overall, hoping that plays out. Is it gonna? Is it gonna? All right, well, I'm through spieling here on Bitcoin. We know the altcoins are doing something. Start look at some altcoins over here. 16 people hanging out with me. Thank you for being here. I really hate to do this, but, we got... Oh, hey,
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Usually before I have visions of Elvis, I got to blow this little white whistle. I think it's a dog whistle. Hey, Spot. Just saying. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for being here. This show is brought to you by our very wonderful sponsor. You know it. If you know it, you know it. Good Ass Coffee! Ooh.
The morning's gray, the clock's a foe. The world outside moves slow, so slow. But there's a spark, a golden glow. Good ass coffee's here, you know. Oh, the best part of waking up is good ass coffee in your cup.
That's some good ass coffee right there, I gotta say. I got the lucky pube. All right, so 6 hour, 4 hour, we are getting some good signs here on Bitcoin, so I want to say that. Smaller short time frames are saying that. The bigger ones are choppy, man. Now, we followed the 4 hour, the 6 hour mostly for Bitcoin. I just want to draw this out. I just want to go over some of the things that we were saying in the last few, because I wasn't here last night. We saw, after we jumped down low and everything was scary and everything, we saw this 100 moving average crossing over the 200 on the 4 hour, and you guys remember that. And what the little piece of alpha that I could share with that is that about 2 out of the 3 times when that happens, it's a bear sign overall, but we get a pump. A lot of times, 2 out of 3 times when that happens, we go back up and talk to that 100 moving average. We went up and talked to the 200, right? So we came back up to this area that where it was crossing, and then we lost it. Then it kicked in, right? So we got that. Now we got a complete reversal here. 200, 100, 50, 21, 9. They are in total reversal order. Yeah, Market Cipher insists on giving us that green dot. So that the green dot means we can go up. The moving averages say you only going up so far, motherfucker. I'm just saying. Because we got to see some bullish crosses go over here on this bigger time frame with these moving average. We don't have it. We got the first thing that we need, which was the 9 regaining the 21. That's this green line. So we're the 9 moving average, the green 9 moving average. We got that. Cool. That's our first step of recovery there, mister. It's now starting to get above the 21 moving average. Cool. And we're getting rejected at the 50, kind of typical. Most likely, if we can respect the 50, we're testing the 100, but I wouldn't expect too much from there. We got to start seeing. I got to see this 9 cross a 21. That's our nitrous to boost us up to the next level. Okay, and if we don't get that, then we just don't have enough energy to sustain these higher levels and work our way up to the boss level over here at the 200 moving average. Boss. Yeah, we got to get those nitrous boosts going on here. Those nitrous boosts don't happen until we get a bullish cross, and we had a bearish cross here, so they kind of sucker punched us there. We're trying to recover right now. Pulling the Fibonacci's swing high to swing low for this area that we're at. This is a cool sign. Now we're above the 382. Good. We just can't seem to get past this 88,115 area just yet. So that's the next area to pay attention to. Or your next actual target would be about 88.5. Ah, man, got to see what happens from there. It's interesting. Do we need to look for something else over here? I'm noticing this 886 hanging around my 200 moving average, and to me that's very interesting. I'm going to look for a harmonic over here. Do we have one? Do you have something local over here? Are you trying to make a play? That's deep ass, baby. That's also deep ass. I don't necessarily see anything significant right there. I think there's always some harmonics in here, but I don't think see anything significant. All right, so a hopeful scenario will be coming up, and that would still be a lower high. And we seem to be plagued with lower highs lately. Or if we do get a little something, they sure do have a nice pullback. All right, Bitcoinio. I'm about done with Bitcoinio. 17 people hanging out. Thank you for being here. If you can, hit that.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you very much.
Crypto cowboys, moon or alimony bags. Subscribe to Road Dawg Crypto now. Like or bear eats ya. Better call Road Dawg.
Yay! 9 crosses 21, bullish. I love it when the 9 crosses 21. Above 5 would be nice. Ale, yeah, you're speaking my language. Is that a bat harp? Oh, look at you. Yeah, I was looking for one here. I wasn't looking here. And we got something here because this is 618 area retracement right there, right? That looks more realistic to me right here. That really does. This is not a bat, I don't think. I think that is a variation of the Gartley. Oh, wait, let me find out you know these patterns better off the back of your hand better than I do. I don't know the names of them. I learned harmonics different, and so this is something that's being added to my system. There's just... The Fibonacci's, I've just found them to be amazing. So there's one scenario that says 85.2 could be back on the show, just depending on how we do over here. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and take a look at some altcoins. I got a few on my list. Some of the ones that we have taken a look at before, even before they were popular, not everybody else was chasing on them. And the reason was for the tokenomics and for the possibility of seeing them get moves easier than those with billions and trillions of coins over here. We had Pasties on the double bottom over here. When she was down, nobody wanted to talk to her about 359. Ironically, we're over here at 512 now, setting up for a nice move here. A possible AB equals CD pattern happen. We already got to our first target point at 470. I would say that we probably nailed it. and pivot down, and then now we come back. Now we retake that, and now we're moving toward our second target area. It's like we had this one that was at the 0.5. I didn't draw a line. Was that the 0.5 fib from here ish area? It was probably from, yeah. So a little hairy area that we're at right now. That's not really one of the main targets, but 577 next in line, 575 area for Zcash. This is on the daily. Let's go over to the 4 hour, see what it looks like on the 4 hour. We don't need to extend this trend line, but we can. See, it kind of makes a nice little channel. We're at resistance. Okay, that was the 0.5 fib area too at resistance. She might be getting a pullback here. Possibility of be getting a pullback, and there might be an entry idea if it does. Go down to the 1 hour. Yeah, okay, so Zcash looked like she's getting ready to pull back just a wee bit. So definitely at a take profit area. It's losing the 9 moving average here on the 1 hour. See if we can get back to about 470. That would be a cool area to get back in on new, and that is right around 0.5. Ideally, the 382 would be a great strong area to bounce from on Zcash. But I think it's like 468, 470, 480, right in that area would be great, in my personal opinion, to add to your bag. As long as this trend line holds, you put stop losses below it, of course. And most of the area that it has been able to hold has been above 450 lately. So stop losses somewhere below there should be fairly cool. All right, so Zcash looking kind of interesting. Don't see an actual trade unless you're trying to do a short, and that could be an idea. Is there a short here? I mean, you want to short from resistance if you're going to short. So what I would do for a short is wait till it break this trend line. Probably dial it in on the smaller time frame, like the 15-minute now. Turn on your Elliott wave indicator, and you should say we in a correction. So there's something else telling you, hey man, you might have a little short going on right here for Zcash. How do we turn you off? And you lost the 9. You just now lost the 50, and you're starting to lose the trend line right here. Own Zcashio. You know what? I think we might. I might take that. How far? Eventually come down to here to around the 100. If we're lucky, I'll switch time frames over here. So people will be looking at a head and shoulders reversal pattern, and this is where you would want to look for one of these. You would not want to look for these at the bottoms. I'll just keep saying that. You want to look at them at top resistance. So that idea I will confirm. Price rose into it. And then other people will be looking for a flag to the upside. Of course you know that's coming. Of course you know that's what they're going to do. Do we got enough? Do we got enough to take a short over here? I would rather wait for confirmation, to be honest with you. That would be the safest thing. Right now, she could still be testing the bottom of this trend line, and even though it's a head and shoulders idea, I guess we can use this little tool. I like this little tool. The head and shoulders tool over here. This one goes in line with what I believe with these, and is that you need a solid neckline, and this tool will not light up the whole thing green unless you got a solid neckline. It can help you kind of determine where these things start. That's a little sketchy, but hey, we'll ride with it. Saying that the neckline started here, that's kind of sketch. So are we forcing this pattern? Where's the beginning of the neckline? We just kind of took it from the armpit to there to there. So Zcash, she could bounce from here. Or is she going to break it? We need to see it actually close some candles in here if you're going to be on the safe side. This is 3-minute time frame, so shouldn't take too much longer on this one. Let's look at my little coin Decred. Just look at it briefly. KuCoin, I guess. It's had a nice little run up. It was down. It was pulling around 17. Was it going back to 16? We're on small time frames here. She was back down through here. Nice little run up, come back. Is this a cup and handle or is it a double top? She's got a little pointy there, so I wouldn't be identifying cup and handle so much. Broke a trend. Did you break a trend line? Has not yet broken the trend line, so. We got our 9. Okay, it's looking interesting. These guys are still bearish, climbing their way through. 1 hour would not be the place to make up my mind on this one. I would need to zoom out. It's always good to zoom out. We're on the 4 hour right now. Nice little breakout ideas or volume a little bit, but not the great signals we want to see here. 4 hour, where you just claimed the 200 moving average. I hope you're getting ready to do something, Decred. What stands in your way? Oh. Okay. Let's dial that in just a little bit. What I'm doing is getting a bottom trend line over here. Oh, wait a minute. There's some stuff over here. I think we cut through it, did we? We're right under it. We're right under it. You still got some stuff to work through. I thought she might have cleared it. Maybe you are clearing it right now. Or maybe you're not. Alright, so it got to run up. This is possibly a double top scenario here. An M pattern. We could be coming back down to say $15 again, $16 again here on Decred. Oh, is you a bearish? Okay. Alright, let me move on to something else because I know not everybody's in on this one. One that's been a little bit more popular lately has been Dash, and yeah, how did it do? How did it do? Well, we've been watching this one for a while here. 13 people hanging out with me. Seem to be declining a little bit, getting into coins people aren't interested in. So a trend line here, and we got 3 touches on this very bottom trend line. Dash looks kind of strong to me. Now she did just print this red dot here on the 4 hour, so I wouldn't sweat that. I mean, I wouldn't fade that. I would pay attention to it. Rejection at the 200 moving average, but Ichimoku Cloud's down as we can get a little pullback to an area, and then things might be kind of nice on this one. I think you got to play on Dash. We just got to find the pullback area here. That's a flag to the upside. We're going to pay attention to the 382. If we're real ballsy, we'll bounce from there, but 0.5 might be the one we actually get something out of. We'll come down to the 1 hour on this one just to kind of see what's going on here. I could see an argument why we would come back down to touch this trend line. Now, whether we do or not, I can't say. But some notable areas to look for. Be 41 and 43 out of this one. Some notable targets for taking profit for a swing trade idea. So our next target area is 47.7, and that's a blue line. That's a measure move. Or should be. Well, look at that 49.57. And we're also going to look over here at 57.46 for something just a little bit more juicier. Making a nice double bottom here. We could be coming back to retest this area. So with the pullback that we are most likely getting now or very soon. This is the 6 hour. It's about ready to roll over. 4 hours already showing some signs of, some tiredness. I don't see the bearish divergence though. So a shallow pullback somewhere through there. Maybe back to $40. Retest this little W area here. It looks kind of juicy for Dash. Come back and retest this area here, and then we can move our way on up to some of those higher targets there. Might be a nice little play. Let me come over to the chat. See what you guys are talking about. I got nothing going on in this chat. What's up? We got our... Baby Medina says, Road Dawg is sponsored by a good-ass copy. The copy that's good and ass at the same time. Good-ass copy. All right, so we looked at Dash. We looked at DCR. We looked at Zcash. I also want to take a look at BET. This is an oldie. Would hope it would be a greatie. But so far, I've not seen it be great in this last 4 years. It's had its thing, but it's not... It didn't do what it did before, right? This one's lost its main ass trend line. It's at a 0.11. Well, if anybody needs to bounce from here, it's you, mister. So the October 10th dumpy dump, as what got wicked, did get candlesticked, and it seems to be, hopefully, that's where we're bottoming out here, according to our indicators and everything else over here. Rounding out there. Not yet crossing, but this might be the area. The market cipher is starting to give us the signs here of reversal, bearish, bullish divergence, and all of our goodness over here. RSI deep in the green. This is on the weekly, by the way. This is on the weekly. So is that a good place to get in on this one? I mean, it might be, but let's go down to the daily. See if you look a little bit more hopeful over here. So I would, you can play it locally, I guess, and if it turns into something better, we can do something with it. I'd like to see it get above this red line. There's some local plays here, but it's moving right now, so there might be a play in it. It would be great if it went back to 29 cents again, and you're getting it buying it for a penny, and it's had 4 years to do it. It just never has. Just saying. It's also a coin that has a lot of tokens, but it's an oldie but goodie with a use case. Chinese coin, supply chain coin. Everybody liked the narrative when it was hot. So going from 0.0114 to maybe 1.5 pennies doesn't sound like much, but that's 33% gains on the spot. If you're looking for something, I'm not sold on it. Let's take a look at Knight. Is Knight replacing Cardano? Is Knight becoming the it coin and Cardano is just on the backwoods? I've got this guy, which tells me 14-15 cents. Inverted harmonic here. Bullish harmonic, technically. Oh, it's bearish, so it's red. Because when it gets to these areas, it should be trying to reverse. That's about a double up from where we are, so Knight looks like a fairly safe play. It actually does. You're about to get the 9 to cross the 50 here. So it looks like you might have a little bit of range, but it's all in the 8 cent area. Might be a little something there. All right, so some short-term targets from just based on the previous high here for this little guy. You already hit one. And we got this one over here. Oh, and a bigger thing. Okay, cool. Got some confluence over there for some of these guys. So about 10 cents, and then we got this 11, almost 11.5 cents. I got a little bit more confluence for this guy for a nice target. That's about 29% gains. On spot, is there a possible setup? I always get the wrong one. Kind of close here. How far are you away? How far are you away from the trend line? 4%? If you did your stop loss all the way down in here, which I would say that's too much on the 4 hours, I would put a little tighter stop loss myself, about 5% if I was trying to take it. And it would have a chance to get stopped out a little bit more than that. 8% maybe. It's got about a 3.5 to at 8% stop loss if you're playing spot. 8% on 5x leverage is basically you giving up half your position, so keep that in mind. 5 times 8 or 40%. You don't want a 40% loss. So using 5x leverage would be out of the question. But it would give you 30% return. Give you up to about 150% return if you wanted to do it. It's got something going on. Looks like she'll have a little pullback before we get that big move, though. That's nice, though. Higher highs, higher lows. I like to get in as closer as we can get to the bottom of the trend line. Me personally. After it's just made a higher high here. See if it comes back to about 8.3 cents. Not very much. I would prefer that a little bit better. That whittles is down to at least a nice 5%. Stop loss down here would be good for me. Some people might want a little bit more, and you know, depending on leverage. I mean, that would be a much safer stop loss down here, about 7.5 cents. It really would, if you can fit that in. Just notice that when you do that, your risk to reward is diminished a little bit. Not bad, but 3, that's still acceptable. So try not to get too big of a position on some of this lower leverage. Might have something to get an entry in there. Isn't that a stiletto? Y'all using our terms here. Obviously, isn't that a stiletto and bet? Yeah, the wick and the candlestick that it had. Yeah, it had a nice one. It had the wick, and then it came down with the price action right there. It looks like there's a play there. I think there was a play there. It just sucked that it was under the main trend line for the whole move, though. I've got a bag of VED. I don't know what's worth now. It was kind of worth a little something. I've just had it staking for. I need to check on it. Oh my gosh, I haven't accessed that wallet for a long time. I was hoping I would be undoing it somewhere in November or December under good circumstances, and it would be like, oh man, at least 15 cents or something crazy, right? That didn't happen. Crypto says night. I think that's what we're looking at. Crypto, I mean. In at 6 cents on night. Oh, good. On this one, 6 cents was, yeah, right around through here. Rod ran through here. That's a good entry. That was a good entry. So, yeah, buying the breakout at the 6 cents, at 6 cents. On a trend line that looked like that. So you're buying. Your entry was really close to the bottom trend line. Now 5.5 would have been it doesn't have to be right. That'd be because he could go against you, but waiting for the breakout, right? And you're still close to this breakout of here. A little bit of volume going in there. Getting above the 9, seeing all the little signs there. Yeah. You got it. Good entry, my man. Congratulations. Truth be told, I mean, the average entry is at 6. Even if you were to nail some of these guys, or you have it for a little bit over here, if you add to your position over here, it's going to up your average entry. That's a great entry. Great area there. So she went up to 11, and that gave you time to double it up almost there, or to double it up. And she came back, and now we're getting ready to hopefully go back up there again, right? And I'm thinking 15 cents. I'm thinking this is looking juicy for me too. It's making me want to get a little bit here on the 5 minute. You trying to give us a little something here? What are you doing over here? So I wouldn't mind taking a swing trade on it. I'm just and I think we've got it over on. Got it over on. I don't know if it's on CoinX, but it's on Ourbit. We got 1, 2. That looks kind of neat. What would we get if I were to? I can move up here. I can take this play. Might be able to build a little position here as she comes back. It's still it's kind of risky up there, so I don't think I got anything free that I can use over there on Ourbit right now, though. I was tempted to put a small order in there. It's been on fire for weeks. Getting out at 10. Oh, you already got yourself planned. There you go, my man. And 10 would be, yeah, 10's a good place. 10's a good place right there. Let's take a look at the old crypto bubbles over here. Well, it looks like everything's gosh darn green. We looked at Zcash there. These are the top movers and shakers right here. We'll refresh this. Probably noticed some over here that were over here as things kind of rotate. Rotation, that's part of the game here. Rotation. These things are coming down a little bit, and these other coins are going up. Canton has been strong. What the hell is going on with Canton? Let's take a look at Canton. This one's got too damn many coins. You got a $4 billion market cap with 36 billion. Well, I don't want to look at you. What the hell? 2 days ago, Canton Network advances TradFi real-world asset tokenization. The Canton Network, used by Legacy Finance and partner with institutions like State Street and BNY Mellon, is actively advancing real-world access. So that's the play on it. Let's check out the website. Where finance flows, the power of capital markets meets the real value of blockchain. Unlock digital asset liquidity with Canton, the only public chain with privacy. Speak to an expert. Hello, expert. Get in touch. You just want my name and information. Why do you need all this? Why do you need all this? Why do you need all this? What's up with that? I don't want to be on your mailing list. Use cases. Crypto derivatives, 24/7 on-chain finances, stablecoin payments. Well, they are sounding kind of interesting. Connect, build, ecosystem. Okay, I'm game. Explore the Canton Network ecosystem. Connect and build on the network. 6 trillion on chain. 4 trillion repos. 300 billion daily repo. You sound like you're awesome. Let's go look at your chart. All right, Canton's getting a lot of the attention. It's been on that board. It has not been a flash in the pan so far. Canton, get back here. When were you? Seems like I played this one before. I'm wondering, did I have? Is it you that I had videos on you, or am I mixing you up with something else? I may be getting confused with something else. Now, this one's relatively new. This is November. All right, so let me get this straight, Canton. You came out in November, and you got 36 billion total supply of coins, infinite supply, 36 billion circulating. And you got a $4 billion market cap already. I don't see any kind of... How is your coin being used exactly? I'm not seeing a release schedule here for, like, you know, a vesting schedule or anything like that. Everything is already out. So there's something I'm missing here on this one. So coins to rain down on our head, you're saying there's not any? Let's take a look at this chart. Is this you? This is Canton Network. Okay, we've already got targets. Well, that makes life a lot easier. Let's look at you on the daily. Oh, I can't bitch about. That was when we were way over here. Okay, this is old crap. This is when you first came out and were hot. And clearly that did not get any more exciting over here in November. All right, well, let's see what we got. That's a nice rounded shape there. We like rounded shapes over here. I'm just saying, the rounded shapes are. We like rounded bottoms. I'm just saying. All right, we can probably do a lot of this on the 4 hour, and I can kind of see how this price action worked over here. Okay, there's our second high. Let's do, I want to go to that second high here. Let's load there. Let's see what kind of respect we got from that. That's odd. You really did respect from that. But you didn't come down here to this one. I think we got a continuation play on the Bots and Butts song. I like the curve. I see the curve happening here. Okay, so we're looking at Canton, which is kind of risky in a parabola. Trying to make a parabola, parabolic move, which can be 5 steps. This one can be doing some stuff, people. All right, let's take a Fibonacci from the high to our new low here. Oh, you're doing it. Next target, 13 cents for you, Canton. Now, is this a good place to get in? No, this is a risky AF place to get in. You can either look at this as a breakout from this level here and diagonal levels, and it's trying to go ahead and move on up there. And it could double top here and come back and crash. There's a lot of things that it can do and lose this parabola. So it's a risky place to get in. Well, one of you, was it this one you guys said? Oh gosh, darn it, my memory. 6 cents or whatever. Was that this one? Oh, that was the other. That was Nightcoin. 6 cents would have been a great place to get on Canton. All right, so we got that target. And of course the main meaty targets over here for lower high areas. But well, no, we didn't get a good I didn't get an AB setup on this one. But we got a pair of while it moves set up. Oh, that's interesting. Gosh darn it. I mean, we could look for an ABC setup, but it just doesn't mean that it's going to actually get up here to 22 cents, right? But I will go with this one at 19.
Shake a big shot, coin clean. You stole the fibs, now cash the stash.
Q4's my party, I'm raking in the cash.
I like bots and butts, Bitcoin double bottom rise.
Oh, that's wrong.
I like bots and butts, Bitcoin double bottom rise. I roll with bots and butts, Road Dawg with the fib surprise. Yeah,
That's too shallow of a pullback, too shallow.
Support your boy, show some love, let's go.
I'm just trying to look for any other ideas I missed.
Charts on the wall, candlesticks like Picasso. Bull run dreams while it's fat like a taco. I'm the Fibonacci master, patterns in my veins. Teaching you the ropes while I'm dodging the lanes. Don't pay a dime, knowledge free like the air. But where's the love? Show it if you dare. Why you not hitting that like button? Road Dawg Crypto got the knowledge flooding. Subscribe, show
So we got a little something wrong here.
Fibonacci flow, I keep the charts running. Golden ratio,
That might be what we're looking at.
shepherd of the trend. The market's hard.
Still 19 cent target, and we're at what, 11? Let's come down to a smaller time frame and see if we can figure out if there's any kind of entry idea here. Now she's making a rising channel right now, which is technically bearish. Suggesting to me a good place to get in. Why are you red back there, man? Be somewhere around 10.5 cents. We're at 11.5 cents right now. And I've got her pegged as going to the next target about 13 cents. Go and come over here to this one. Are you going to try to go? Are you going to try to do it? These don't normally break to the upside, but when they do, they can get a fast move. But this is risky. This is buying high to sell higher right here. You are at resistance. You are at resistance. Pull your fibs right here, and you're gosh darn it, you're right there. You're betwixt the 786 and 886. Oh, that does make it juicy though. Oh. This is not the perfect setup, all right? This is risky. This is buying the tops, okay, and hoping you go higher if you're trying to make any kind of plays over here. So I would recommend tighter stop losses or smaller positions if you're trying to do this. the best ways are to wait and be patient and just wait for the market to pull back. And given that this is Saturday, tomorrow's Sunday, and low liquidity, Christmas weekend, holiday weekend, last week of the year, that it makes it kind of risky. I'm just throwing that out there. It's risky. It's risky to do that. Chances are, over the next few days, you might find yourself in a very different place here. But eventually, I am looking for 19 cents. I'm just saying. I would rather come back to 10. You're being an old boomer. Yeah, I guess I am. Johnny December, how's it going, man? Good to see you. It is now 9:20. Now, Joe is probably live. Joe, are you live? Well, we can find out. We refresh over here. Joe is live. Hey, Joe. He's on his treadmill over here. I'm just saying.
$1 million market cap, let's get it. Road dog, trading wild, so weird. Clicking on the screen, digits like the dark.
So after our stream, we might go. I might encourage you to go over there. All right, there's Joe. We hit that little like button over there. All right, let me come back over here just briefly a second. Power Friend says, Merry Christmas, everyone. Road Dawg, please check your email when you get a chance off stream. I'll do that. Thank you so much. That's the way to do it right there. Because I don't check my email unless I'm specifically looking for something, because it's all junk and it's either exchanges, you know, you just open the position, position, or whatever's going on, or some stuff that just doesn't even relate. So I appreciate that. I'll know to look. I know I'm down by half. What are we talking about? Getting in at 6. Road Dawg, if you get a chance, can you take a look at Mara, Klisk, and Tesla? Yeah, I sure can. I wouldn't mind taking a look at stocks for a change. Can we long silver? Lol. I would. I mean, it's tempting AF. It keeps going up. I just, ooh. And we talked about that at the very first of the screen. We actually looked at it. Didn't we look at it? All right, let's take a look at Mara and Tesla, and we'll take another look at silver here. Justin says, I don't know about Canon. It's sketchy to me. Came out of nowhere. She is kind of new. A lot of money tied up in it. It is. Justin says, how is Caspa and Kita looking? We'll take a look at Caspa. Caspa about 4.5 cents. Says, are you still running your pump.fun stream? I haven't since right before, as far as an active stream over there. No, I don't have it up and running. My computer got all, I don't know. I've got to go through some files. It started getting bogged up or something over there. And I just haven't started to back up. But it was, you know, I've done several things over there. I put a use case to Road briefly to enter our Telegram group to make it a requirement to get in. But I've taken that off just because I'm not sure how well that's going along over there. It looked like it slowed up everything, and I couldn't tell that things were operating properly. But that's the use case for Road in the future will be access for the chart room area over here on Telegram. Of course, the lounge area, the main area here, that's totally accessible. And I need to fix this where I can throw those links up over here. Merry Christmas, Ginny Bear, J Bear. Hey, Merry Christmas. And but the chart room area over here, the trade setups and all this stuff, educational center and all that's the part that will be needing the Road coin to have access. We did a test run on it. I'm just not sure that we got everything working out there. I think I have to go through a different method of doing it, a different bot to do it. I think that one's too limited. But that's the roadmap for Road coin to give it an actual use case. Let's take a look at a few stocks real quick, and then let's get Caspa and Kita. Mara Mara Holdings on the NASDAQ. Let's go to the daily. You're down, aren't you? Oh, you're trying to go lower? So that 886 fib area looks like it's starting to come into play here a little bit. Losing that main trend line and whew. Looked like it regained it, right? And it turns out we got a double top kind of, it's not really a bearish retest of it, it's a bearish retest of that zone. Alright, okay, so let's go to the weekly. Just on the daily, they had a red dot on the indicator there. Let's get rid of some of these little lines. Don't matter anymore. I would say 686 is where we're trying to head. And I believe that was 886 from over here. Yeah, right in the $7 on my overly more accurate pib pool there. We just lost the 786. Now, there's a chance that maybe she regains it, but I kind of doubtful with the crosses that we're seeing here on the moving average and the way the Ichimoku cloud just kind of just dripping down over here. Coming down on the 4 hour, which is not even up and running right now. Let's go to the daily. So this will open back up tomorrow. This is cool. It's getting bigger. But you already started your decline there, haven't you? And are you at an area? Not even quite. 927. She might get a little hiccup between 881 and 927 and turn this into a bear trap. That would be the idea. That's one idea I would look for, but just not have enough confidence in at the moment. So that would be something to watch for on Monday and Tuesday if it kind of bounces around. What's the lowest? Oh, it could go down to 850. I moved it, didn't I? Could come down about 889 right through that area and the bear trap. But most likely, I think she's coming down here. Around your $7 area. All right, let's take a look at CleanSpark, CLSK. Oh, you look a little bit better right here. I see you talking to Miss Lucy. Got Miss Lucy. That's usually a good sign. And you got the 200 just cross bullish over the 360, which we lost. That sucks. This one looks better. This is the daily. So it bounced off the bottom of the trend line area here, coming back. She's got a good chance to maybe bounce sooner. Was it about $13? No, wait a minute. No, look at that. 1077 is what Lucy's coming in at. It's at 1091 right now. So let's see. Let's. I guess I already pulled the fib from top to bottom there. Make sure we got it dialed in right there. There we go. It's a little better. So, okay. Rejected the first target, and then we got back in under the 236. That's not the greatest sign. I would still be looking for the 1790 target next, though. I think this would be our higher low here, and we can try to go up there. That's what we need to see, right? Otherwise, oh, that's a nice idea. Is that going right to the wick over here? That's some wicks to wick where we are right now. So you need to bounce now. So we're right at the 666 moving average. Got a bullish cross going on the bigger time frames. This is the day. I would look for a reaction. Let's say got lower volume, lowering price, lower volume. I would say there's a good chance. Now, if this one bounces, say tomorrow or the next day, maybe the other one will also bounce. That we just now looked at. Maybe that will hold, but this one looks a lot stronger to me. That's interesting. I am not in this one. I have been before, but I'm not in this one now. Do I want to be? Because when we kind of zoom out from the bigger picture, you know, let's go like to the monthly or something crazy. How are we looking? Do you see 9 moving average closing in on that 21 there in the middle of a red cloud on the monthly? That actually looks kind of good to me. 2 week. How are you looking? 9 crossed the 200. 50. You got your, okay, yeah, 50 crossed your 200 over here. So you got your, this is the 2 week time frame. 2 week time frame. You got your golden cross here. And it may take a minute to see it, but I always interpret the golden cross is not buy now, but it's buy the next dip when I get a golden cross, especially on a bigger time frame. And so is this the dip? CleanSpark is looking pretty good. I like it. I think it looks favorable. That's a little shaky, so it looks like it might have a slow start. But about where it is. I like to be looking for a bounce over the next few days. See what it does. That looks promising. I like CleanSpark. Looks good to me. Ask me again on another stream this week. We'll come back and monitor it again. Shoot, I might even get in if we start seeing something happen here. So CleanSpark, put that on our radar. There used to be a way to add this to my thing, but I didn't. I don't have it. All right, let's take a look at Tesla. Look at you, baby. What was this? Ah. What are you doing? You're not... Okay. This may not be happening. One touch, two touch. This one, you're curving. You are curving. All right, so let's zoom out, take a look, because we were looking at some possible. This is back over here, though. I think we already came down there. That's where we started it, anyway. Yeah, you're looking strong. Good, because I got some Tesla. I put my MicroStrategies in the Tesla, or a lot of it, because MicroStrategy's been sucking. Pretty nice. Oh, this is going to be a headache up around 535, but it looks like we're headed back up there. This is the weekly. Let's look at the bigger picture. Ooh, nice 786. Yeah, so 523 is coming up for me for a nice, possible take profit area, especially if you've been in since it's been down in the dirt there. That would be a nice little place to take a little bit of profit in there. And that gets our 1-to-1. Could we be having another one, though? Can we be working on this little guy a little bit higher? Right around 590. It's a little bit more for our local price action here. That looks cool to me. That's, what is that, 603? $524. I can't really get the number on there. So, not that I say that 5 should be the end of it, but it could probably get a bigger pullback there, a little bit bigger one, before trying to, edge up on its outstanding 2026 year that I think that Tesla is probably going to have. Let's look on the monthly. Let's look at the MACD on the monthly. A little tiredness here. No, that's a little bit lower. That's got a little deviation even here on the indicator itself. There's a little bit of bearish divergence there. Just means at this point in the game, it just means it might struggle through here a little bit. If she's curving, I look for 3 instances of those before I start getting kind of more serious into the bearish divergence. Any bearish divergence I see when we're on a parabolic move like that, like we see right here at the RSI, I mean, you want to pay attention to it, but I'm not looking at it as being the reversal type. A parabolic move, I notice that you usually get about 3 instances of those, and on that third time that you start seeing it, that third peak is when you need to really pay attention. Start paying attention on the second peak, waiting for the third one, and then that's usually the one that's going to fail. That's just the rule of 3 on the curve there. So I kind of like what we got going on short term. Would it be crazy? You want the bigger target? I thought we already did it though, right? Yeah, U78. Yeah, so far that's what we got. Within reason. All the way up to about 595. Alright, let's take a look at silver. I think we're taking a look at it again, right? Do we look at it? Or I cannot remember. We talked about it before. I don't know that we looked at it. This is on the daily. On the daily, you got new all-time highs on the daily. You're $79. 86 is where I can see it going up to, and then we kind of make more of a decision. And she's in that parabolic move too. It doesn't look like she wants to stop. Just honestly. So I think this is one of those situations where you buy high and sell higher if you're going to do it, but just know that you're coming into silver late in the game. I'm just saying, yeah, you're definitely late to the game. So you can't bitch if you get your ass handed to you because you buy too high and chasing the tops. Just saying. But the pullbacks that she's had have been very slight. For all the pullbacks that we've seen in silver, it's not been that bad, has it? Here it went from $66. Man, it dropped a whole $2. It killed my whole portfolio. I'd say that's not bad. What did it do over here? It went from $72 all the way down to whopping $70. So $2 drops. Oh man, okay. I mean, I can might be able to handle getting at 79 and it falling back to 77 or $76. You might be cool with that. I might be cool with that too on my iTrust account because, gosh darn it, you're looking sexy. Let's see that's definitely got bearish divergence on this part, but that's and 1, 2. We're on the 2 hour. We're on the 2 hour though.
Yeah. Let's go.
Right now, that might be our first technical hint of bearish divergence I'm getting on the daily. The first one. Remember we talked about possibly having 3. Just saying. I don't know. A $2 pullback. Is that all we can expect out of silver? A $2 pullback? Let's take a look at Caspa. We got 15 people hanging out. Thank you for being here. All right. Caspa, hey man, on the daily, you're reclaiming the 9, hopefully trying to. So what we need to see here is the 9 cross the 21, and then that signifies that, hey man, this will probably stick and not be a rejection. I want to come down to 4 hour. The daily, this is cool. Bullish cross there. MACD's looking good for the daily. Let's go to the 4 hour, a little bit local. Caspa, okay, let's revamp our trend lines here. So that's pretty cool. So she's established a trend line, and we got 3 touches, makes it good, and it's still near it, right? So, I mean, touching it's about 0.44, you're at 0.45, and that means that you're still entry to try to play this. If you're trying to play this to your 5.2 cent target, it's right up there. Even to the bigger target, which is 5.5 cents. That would be the main one I'd be shooting for, about 5.5. So it could be gaining a nice little penny, which is, you know, a pretty decent come up, 25% gains, and that's just it getting started, right? It's got a lot more stuff they can be doing here. On the bullish side, trying to make a bigger W. So its main mission in life right now is to take out 6.2 cents. Anything less than that is failure on Caspa. It knows it. It knows it. It knows that's what it's got to do. And you got the 9 crossing the 360. You got a bullish moving average cross. I think she's trying to do something. Altcoins are trying to move up. Now, how far they will go up, we don't know. But I would expect it at least come up here to retest that. Maybe a little pullback. Maybe it gets it back up and flags out. Those are some options there. But recovering this, and then that's when the fun would start, where we could start looking at Caspa with a little bit more excitement. And would probably be talked about more, because then you would have a new measure move that would take us back up to retest this high over here, about 8.8. Start getting back into the 8.8 area, which it stayed at for quite a while, seems like. So that's my take on Caspa. She's trying to do it. So actually looks kind of early on this one, and that's promising. So what would we do with Caspa? Draws you a trend line. And to me, I think this is a little bit more accurate right here. Let me make you white. It looks like you got to break out, retest it sideways, and she's trying to. I think it's a good place to get an entry. All right, let's take a look at Kita. I guess here on Coinbase. Looks like it's had a nice run for the day. Looks like it's had a hard go, though. This one, I mean, I feel a lot more confident in Caspa than I do this one. This one, she's a little, that kind of fits. Rounding, that's cool and everything, but it can do this for a while. Trend line, retest, blah, blah, blah. You may do this. Now it's resistance up here about 25 cents, 2 cents higher. It's still got a lot of stuff to be working on here. It's trying to regain the 9-moving average. That would be a good start. So 236 support resistance flip areas where we dip down here in November. That's kind of the main area we need to get above is 28 cents. So technically, anywhere under 28 cents would be kind of a, your stock up area, build a bag area, that kind of play. But you might want to take a little profit at 28, but getting past that's when it will start getting interesting. We'll start going up to 35. And that will be retesting these guys. Eventually up to 46 cents, we would hope. So what we're getting on the daily, we'll come down to the 4 hour just to kind of dial that in. But the simple fibs can just tell us that right there. 4 hours looking nice. Local breakout looking good. Nice. Because it's a falling wedgie to the upside. And yeah, you can look for that. Still be keeping my eyes on that 28 cent area for rejection, because most likely that's where it's going to start bumping its head there. And so from here to there, that's 20% on spot. That's not bad. Not bad. Hype train 124 riders. I wish. It's only 16 is what I got. Justin Crypto, Kita's been backed by Google. Uses Google Cloud as part of their architecture. 11 million transactions per second. Coinbase listed them in their futures listings. Is that why we're getting the pump up? Probably. Coinbase futures. Might be. We losing Road Dawg. What? Crypto killing us. Most of the altcoins, they've been hit now. MSTR sucks, peeps. Kind of bought on the top, though. My fault. MSTR was doing good until they started offering all those other little things, and that didn't sit well with me. That reminded me of the DeFi place I would see over here in crypto, and I'm like, those things didn't end well. So I don't know. I don't know about micro. Oh, we gotta go for the stock. It's at $158 now. I bought back one share at somewhere, I think over 180 or something. I don't know. Man, I've got one argument that says $91 out of this thing. And it looks like it might be the play that's happening. So sucky as it says, I'm glad that I was able to get out of. I was trying to take advantage of this guy. And I thought we would come back up here and I'd be able to sell out. And my E-Trade account doesn't let me just, I can't work it like I can my crypto accounts and set stop limits and just have it nail me as it comes down. I missed this play. I missed it dropping, hoping she would come back up and take some of my orders. So I had to take a lot less, but I finally got out of this one. I think we were somewhere around here, breaking the trend line. And then I started putting some of that elsewhere. Those Solana ones have been hurting too, man. Those Solana, is it UPXI? Well, that one's been sucking. It's $1.87 right now. For the one that's doing a Solana treasury. I mean, I'm not going to sell it. I'm under on it and holding it. It's not very much, but it's definitely not very much now. But if it can get back to $15 or something over time, that would be cool. I wouldn't feel like a dumbass for buying it. My goodness, it is 9:46. Oh, wait, here it says, wow, $2 drops. Yeah, I didn't really realize that. And I'm like, we're looking back at every drop from silver. It's only been $2. Maybe it's not that bad of a play. Maybe I'll go over. I might take a portion of my Bitcoin over there. Let's see how it's doing against. How is Bitcoin? How's silver doing against Bitcoin? Can we do that? Oh, are you not going to tell me? Do I have to just hit you? Oh, wait, I don't have any numbers to work with. That sucks. Well, we tried this before. Is that resistance area right now, though? Against Bitcoin right here. And ooh, it might get a pullback against Bitcoin. Oh, that's kind of brutal. 40%? For that to happen, what would that mean? Does that mean that silver is still good, but Bitcoin starts taking a turnaround? I'll try if I can find a better silver to Bitcoin chart at some point. She's probably not right now. Right now, let's go take a look at Bitcoin. She's at 87,000. So far, so good. Holding this current level that we're at. Here on the tiny 6-minute time frame for Bitcoin. So hopefully we'll get some pumps. A slow rise up out of Bitcoin. Higher highs and higher lows going into tomorrow and everything, but we still got some areas to overcome here, man. The biggest thing being that $90,000 basically. We can't seem to break $89,000 to save our lives, and then can't hold it. I mean, we got up to it 89.5 was that top over here that we had, where people were drawing flags to the upside and everything. But we are clearing a few little levels here. I can see us getting up about 88.5 on Bitcoin. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my Saturday night show. I'd advise you to come over and I'd advise you to come over and take a look at Joe's stream. I just told him I'm sending him my crowd over here. Some of you guys might be over here. Johnny December, I see you over there. Some of you guys came from over there. Joe, good guy to follow over here. He needs more likes, by the way. If you go over there, please hit that like button. He needs more. He deserves more than 3 likes. Let me refresh this. Maybe I just need to do that. Do you have more likes? He's got 9 likes, but he deserves a lot more than 9 likes. Joe was actually an admin in one of the Telegram, in one of the trading groups, the only trading group I was ever part of. I joined at 2 different times. The second time when I opened up my channel just to have some, utilize them for some information that they could be sharing and things like that. He was a mentor over there at that time, and I was very impressed with what he was doing in that trading group. He's definitely a good person to check in on it and get some alpha from. Does things a little bit different really from what I do here, but the alpha is solid over there. He's a good guy to follow in this field. Thank you guys for hanging out. did an early stream tonight. It's not been the longest stream, but we did start at 8. It has almost been 2 hours, which is kind of normal here. Bitcoin does look like it can go up. Altcoins are looking a little promising. For a move up. Remember, this is the weekend, and we know how they do, right? But she's looking good. I would be curious when we get up to $860 billion on altcoins, if we can make it up that far, get past 840 first, right? That might be a good point to take some profit there, and that could happen over the next 24, 48 hours that we start working up there. All could be looking good for the weekends for some of these altcoins. Just make sure you're getting paid, all right? Because when you zoom out on the bigger picture, we're still bearish. We still got some bearish tendencies to go through over these next few weeks. And I just don't like to see anybody have their asses handed to them. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for hanging out. I'm going to the end screen. I'll be back again hopefully tomorrow or tomorrow night. And we're trying to figure out our time schedules now. Thanks for hanging out.
They're jacked on the market's churn, chasing meme coins where the tickers burn. Crypto fiends, veins hot with greed, hoid only dreams in a blockchain.
Got you on the email. I'll do that.
No sleep. FOMO's got them diving deep. The wide on trades in a digital dive. Market swings keep the buzz alive. Yeah, yeah.
Well, I'm looking at my email, Road Dawg Crypto, but I don't see anything that's standing out. I'll put that's my correct email. It may be in my spam boxes or something. I'll look. But at the moment, I'm not seeing anything that's standing out. You can also DM me over on PowerPrime. I'll look. You can also get me over on Telegram. Oh crap! What'd I just do? You can also DM me over here too. If I'm looking for it, I can find it. Yay, we're making some progress. Not much progress. I didn't look at Ethereum. I want to move this stop loss up to break even. Oh crap. That's a risky play to do it. I have to move it down here. 29.39.
Swapping dog for a coin that's cursed. Lost the keys, now the heads might burst. Rogue polios, just hold a pain portfolio, screaming you're going insane. Talking DeFi, NFTs in a haze. Mama's yelling, get a job, no craze. Bull run fever, but the bear's in play. Still snorting Satoshes, they're fading away. Snorting Satoshes, hooked on the rush. Pump and dump, chasing that crypto crush from the Discord.
And I got one there. Okay, I see it. I don't see anything in it, but I see an email. It says howdy. So I don't see anything previously though. Oh wait, yeah, I do. All right, I found your email. I'll read over it here in a little bit. Thank you guys for hanging out. We'll see you. See ya on the next one. And Joe, that's where I'm headed. I'm gonna watch him. Joe. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. See you on the next one.